Okay, so I want to do a little rant video about this um, Iron Fist, Netflix's Iron Fist. So right now, it's kind of being completely like demolished by critics. Like it has an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics seem to hate this, but fans love it. Like I'm seeing an audience score of like 81% on Rotten Tomatoes. So why do critics hate this thing so much? I kind of want to just do a quick little rant video, not too long about this, and just kind of express my opinions on it. Me personally, I thought the show was okay. I really liked the effects of the Iron Fist. Some of the fight scenes was really cool. I mean, I really thought there was a lot of really great moments. At first, I was wondering what the problem was when I was first watching the first maybe I don't know, 6 episodes. I was like, man, this is better. Critics just don't know what they're talking about. But as the show goes on and on, you kind of start to see these flaws. This is going to be heavy on spoilers, so just want to warn you that right off the bat right now. There are three glaring flaws about this show, in my opinion, and I think these three glaring flaws is why critics hate it. So I'm gonna start with the first one right off the bat is Danny Rand himself. His character, he never actually it gets over any of his trauma. He it affects him during the whole show. So basically, there's two parts of Danny Rand here. There's the Danny Rand, the guy who wants to try to get back to his old life, kind of who misses it. And you have the Iron Fist, the person who he was trained to be, the person he was meant to be, who the monks and Kalun, if I pronounced that correctly, raised him to be. Now, in my opinion, he fails at Danny Rand pretty quickly. He's been out of touch with society for, I don't know, 10, 10, 14 years. He's been out of touch with society. So he doesn't know anything about business, how to run a business. He works so hard and fights his way to be in the business, and then once he gets in there, he starts to make these he's drastic changes that cost the company millions upon millions of dollars, and he never gets any better at it. Like, people call him out on it. They say, hey, um you're not really a business guy, right? Like, you shouldn't be making these decisions yet. But he doesn't care. Like, he just goes off and he just always does his own thing. Okay, so for example, when he gets into the company, one of his first decisions is, making, like I said, making this big move that costs the company millions of dollars because he wants to help people, like he wants to give this medicine out for, practically free. That's not exactly how business works. And then he makes another mistake with the news, but doesn't really. He keeps constantly making mistakes, but he still misses meetings because he's trying to be the Iron Fist. So then you might say, okay, well, maybe he succeeds at being the Iron Fist, and not really. He can't keep his emotions in control. They constantly affect him. Now, that being said, in his defense, he's gone through something that's a pretty traumatic experience. I mean, his bomb was thrown out of the top of a plane. So yeah, He's been through most, and probably 90% of the people watching this video right now, including myself. But the whole purpose of these kind of shows is to see the hero kind of conquer his self-doubt and his emotions, and I don't feel Danny ever really accomplishes that. He constantly is haunted. He, even to the very last episode, it affects him, but he doesn't really suffer any consequence. So he kind of fails as both Danny Rand and as the Iron Fist, and so he doesn't really succeed at anything. Like, he fails at both parts. Now, the second big thing wrong is the characters. And it's not that they're bad characters. The problem is that I feel like they're really neutral characters. So when I say that, I mean like they only do things when it's gonna benefit them. And that's a problem because you get so many cases of Dan getting betrayed and backstabbed, and it's like, oh, okay, you're on the side. No, they're not on the side. Nope, they're on the side now. No, they're not on the side. Whenever it's convenient for them, especially um, especially his kind of, I guess the only technically family he has left, the Marine family. Hopefully, I'm kind of saying that right. Um, they are they are all about their own self gain, and it, it's a constant thing. Like they're on the side, they're not on the side, they're on the side, they're not on the side, they're for Danny, they're against Danny, they're setting Danny up. Oh, they're helping him. Like it's a constant thing, and a lot of the characters are, well, really mainly the family are like this, and most of the story revolves around Danny's relationship with these people, but they are so, neutral driven. Like they're so for themselves that whenever a situation kind of goes bad, they kind of, oh, okay, well, we're gonna betray him. Oh no, we're on this side. No, we're gonna betray him. And but it's in the plot, because of that, it constantly switches. At first, the sister and brother, Ward and Joy, are kind of the villains, and it's like, oh no, Ward is being manipulated by his dead father. Oh no, the dead father is being manipulated by the Hand, who is Madame Gao. Oh no, no, she's been manipulated by Colleen Sensei, and it just goes on, and like the main villain constantly switches. The second part, yeah, is the character. Like this constant, like every plot twist is like someone turning on Danny. It feels like that's every single plot twist. Even the end, which honestly made me deduct a couple points from this, when Joy is talking to another one of Danny's people from the monastery. Well, I guess the only person from the monastery. What was it? Davos, I believe his name was. Um, he and Joy are planning to kill him now. And it's just a constant web of just betrayal everywhere. And like after the first maybe 5 or 6 times this flip flop happens, you kind of just kind of raise an eyebrow to it. And the last and final issue, and I know I'm just kind of restating the obvious here because so many people have pointed it out, um, but it's the theme. I don't know what theme this is supposed to be. All the shows had like their own thing. Like Luke Cage was black exploitation. Jessica Jones was more of kind of it wasn't a traditional superhero thing. That's why I really enjoyed it. It was more mental. It was all psychological. Purple Man, all manipulating people, that kind of thing. So it wasn't like a traditional superhero uh, TV show. Um, Another one is Daredevil. That's kind of that gritty, uh, grounded, superhero kind of dark show. You know what I mean? But Iron Fist, I just don't know what it is. Like I don't know what it's trying to be. I don't know what it wants to be. I feel like it was even a little bit rushed because I think Defenders is coming up soon, and I feel like they kind of rushed this a little bit. It I think it's hard, honestly, to make a plot around Danny Rand. I don't think he's one of the easiest characters in Marvel to make a whole 13-hour show about. I think that was definitely a challenge, and but I think the way it was done here, like some of the decisions that he made, I thought when he first got in the company, he made that horrible decision. I thought was gonna get better. I thought he was gonna try to learn the business, try to maybe his business ideas was going to be bad, but maybe they would at least kind of spend a profit. Like he would mainly do it to help people, but he would figure out a way to kind of do both. To say, hey, I want to help people, you guys want to make money, this is a business strategy I have to do both. They're going to look at it and probably be like, well, this sucks, we're not going to make that much money, but hey, at least you tried. I thought it was going to be something like that, but that never came to fruition. Danny just constantly did what he wanted to do throughout the whole show, and I never really felt like it really backfired on him. Like it backfired on everyone around him usually, but not really on him all that much. Overall, I mean, I would probably give the show, if I was just forced to rate it, I would probably give it maybe like a 6 out of 10. I mean, it's not that I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it. There was a lot of parts that I did enjoy it, but there's a lot of parts that really annoyed me about it. And really, I didn't really start experiencing that betrayal fatigue until maybe like, I don't know, episode 9 or 10, where you just kind of sit there and like, okay, how many more times is this gonna happen? Like, who's on whose side, really? But yeah, this is just kind of me ranting. I'm still working on the next episode of Context, so I figured I'd just give you guys a little something here. But yeah, that was my opinion on Iron Fist and why critics hate it. Definitely, feel free to start uh, some uh, some discussions down below, and yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye.